The new Anglican bishop designate hailed as a great choice. Men challenged to take control of their health. And in sports, West Indies women through to the semi-finals of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup.
Credible, balanced, committed. This is the CBC Evening News.
Very good evening to you. I'm Lisa Broom with the CBC Evening News. In our top story tonight, the appointment of an Anglican bishop designate, Senator Reverend Michael Maxwell, is being hailed by one religious commentator as a great choice. John Goddard, chairman of the Commission on Advocacy and Social Justice of the Anglican Church, says his appointment should help to heal any division which may have been created over the prolonged contest between the Dean of the Cathedral of St. Michael and All Angels, Dr. Jeffrey Gibson, and Rector of St. George Parish Church, John Rogers, who were both vying for the top post. Mr. Goddard says Senator Maxwell commands the respect of many.
Father Maxwell was never involved in the contention and the heated and impassioned debate. So I don't think his appointment should lead to any split in the church. I think that he has a lot of respect among both clergy and laity. This does not mean that he wouldn't experience challenges, but I think that most people would wish him well.
Well, Mr. Goddard says the bishop designate should help bridge the gap between the youth and the more mature Anglican members.
It's a good choice. He is a good progressive priest, and the church has to place a lot of emphasis now on some of the challenges facing the society. We are in a very difficult period. People are experiencing challenges in their lives. The young people are having a number of problems, and Father Maxwell really has a good relationship with young people. And I believe that with the support of many of us in the church, those of us who are interested in seeing something done about the youth in the church, he's going to be able to make an impact.
Well, the decision to appoint Senator Reverend Maxwell, who is rector of the Church of Holy Trinity, as the island's Anglican bishop designate was concluded after lengthy deliberations by the province of the Anglican Church in the West Indies. The bishop designate replaces retired Archbishop of Barbados, Dr. John Holder, who demitted office on February 28th this year. The government is looking to explore with Brazil the manufacture of concrete board in Barbados. This disclosure from Minister of Transport, Works and Maintenance, Dr. William Duguid. The minister made the point after Brazilian ambassador to Barbados, His Excellency Luiz Gilberto Ciextas de Andrade, paid a courtesy call at the ministry's headquarters in the Pine. Dr. Duguid says not only can the building material be an effective substitute for wood, it can also be used for the siding of a house and to make corrugated concrete roof. The board is fabricated to withstand up to Category 3 hurricanes and is both termite and fire resistant. Now, Dr. Duguid says that in this way, concrete board could then be exported to the entire region. The minister added that since concrete board is of a light material, there would be no need for builders to invest heavily in the foundation. The ambassador said a plant set up in Barbados to manufacture concrete board would bring much needed investment and opportunities for the entire Caribbean. And he is also willing to deploy a team to Barbados in order to give technical assistance in sourcing parts for Marco Polo buses bought from Brazil that are in need of repair. As focus is placed on men's health issues such as prostate cancer this November, Barbadian men are being challenged to take control of their health and heed the call to undergo regular checkups. It came as the Cancer Support Services hosted yet another of its PSA testing days. All men, especially those over 35 years, were invited. Nurse Mutual Archer says it's important men undergo the tests as early detection is vital in the fight against this silent killer.
The prostate is hidden. You can't see it. You got very subtle signs, a little back pain, you might got a little passing, a little blood in your urine, that you will ignore, technically speaking. But yes, men do, in true fact, look to come to the doctor very late. Usually get forced by the relatives or, you know, significant other. But on their own, they don't ever do it. They have to be pushed.
Kenneth Dash, who heeded the call, is encouraging men, especially those over the age of 40, to consider getting their prostate checked.
Sometimes when we look around, we see a guy who was looking healthy and strong today, and then tomorrow we hear he has to go for a partial operation. Just last week, I was both shocked that one of my good friends had to go for a partial operation. I make it my personal business annually to have my checkup, and my advice is to all men. As soon as you reach the age of 40, I can even start before 40, you should seek to make sure your health is in proper conditions. Not only prostate, but all aspects of your health.
Barbadian homeowners are being encouraged to see the benefits of installing camera systems on their homes. The recommendation was made by Tourism Officer with the Royal Barbados Police Force, Inspector Pearson McConney, during the recent annual general meeting of the Tourism Development Corporation.
Especially in this time, put a little camera in the area with the case may be, because it helps you. You don't only help you, help us in our investigations. We've had a project that was funded by the TDC in the Caroline Bay area. I'm not going to go into certain things, but I know last year it came in extremely handy for us in some of our investigation. It did tremendously with the case maybe.
Lawmen at the Blackrock Police Station are investigating the circumstances surrounding the death of an adult male. They say the body of the unidentified man was discovered floating at Brandon's Beach in St. Michael around 6:15 this morning. Police say the man appears to be between 50 and 60 years old and has a brown complexion, a bald head, is clean-shaven, between 150 to 160 pounds, and is clad in a black and grey shirt and black pants. They've asked anyone who can provide any information that can help identify him to contact the Blackrock Police Station at 417-7500, and that's to arrange a viewing. Well, Barbados possesses a cadre of artists that is ready for the global stage. And the new Chief Executive Officer of the National Cultural Foundation, Carol Roberts-Reefer, has promised to find every opportunity to take them there. Mrs. Roberts-Reefer was speaking during her first official event, the NIFCA Evening of the Arts launch of the Visual Arts Photography Exhibition and Goddard Enterprises Literary Arts Gala at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center.
I encourage all of you, and I challenge you, to never stop dreaming big, to never stop creating, to never stop thinking of new and fresh ways to express your creativity, to never settle for or on your current level of accomplishment, to always, always see your talent as ready to be shared with the world. So whether you're an art enthusiast or just art curious like I am, we welcome you into this space of creativity, into this space of excellence on display.
Board member of the NCF, Nina Clark, says the visual arts and exhibition over the years remain the ideal showcase of our community's expression of identity and commentary on subjects of national importance.
This exhibition is the largest and most diverse on the island, and throughout the years it has featured 500 to 700 pieces of work in the discipline of art and craft, and from 300 to 500 pieces in the area of photography. A large percentage of the combined 517 entries received in fine art and craft for 2018 medaled, with the judges choosing the highest caliber of work for the exhibition.
With their choice of school already in mind, primary school students taking part in the St. Matthias Community Association's 11+ homework program are hoping it will boost their chances come May 2019. The program, sponsored by Coconut Court Hotel, is catering to over 10 students from in and outside of the Christchurch community. It's being held at the Arthur Smith Primary School and will run up until a week before the Barbados Secondary School's entrance examination. Areas covered include mathematics, English, and composition.
I'm from Newfoundland and I would like to go Harrison or St. Michael. And my goal is to become an artist or a vet or a groom for pets. And I would like to help out other people.
I learn new things and I want to go to St. Michael's School.
I hope that I will achieve some new words to describe stuff.
I'd like to achieve the knowledge in math, and I would like to get in St. Michael's or Lodge, or even Foundation.
And Coordinator Peter Barrow says there have been many success stories from the program.
We have students that came to the program and they have identified the school they want to. They end up at those schools, and from reports received from the family, they're doing well in their endeavors. Because the other thing, this program is also sponsored by Coconut Court to be Chatel, because Coconut Court staff members who have children also are allowed to come into the program, and that is why we have this continued relationship with Coconut Court Bichatel, because they're giving back to their staff.
In news from the region now, the International Monetary Fund, or IMF, says Suriname is expected to record economic growth of 2% this year. The Dutch-speaking CARICOM country's economy grew by 1.7% last year after 2 consecutive years of contraction. The IMF says Suriname's economy has stabilized and the growth is supported by higher gold production and a pickup in commodity prices. The unemployment rate has also declined. Inflation has subsided to single digits as the exchange rate has stabilized, and the current account deficit fell to almost zero in 2017 from its 2015 peak. Over to Trinidad and Tobago now. At least 78 Cubans who were arrested and charged with obstruction of the free passageway are likely to remain in custody until their next court appearance on Tuesday. This following their appearance in a Port of Spain Magistrates Court late yesterday. Magistrate Sanara Toon McQuilkin granted the Cubans who had been protesting outside the United Nations building in support of their applications for refugee status. She granted them 5,000 TT dollars bail each. But the Cubans, who all pleaded not guilty to the offense, were unable to access bail as the court staff had already left work by the time they appeared in court.